Welcome back to Sacred Marriage Talk. I am your host, Tasha Marie, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, I thought I would do something a little different. I normally work with a script, and today I'm going to go off script. The reason I work off a script is because I can lose focus and definitely not stay on track. And I want to make sure that I'm giving good value for the people who may listen to my podcast. But today, God put a little something extra on my heart to talk about. And so I thought I would share with you what He told me today. So we all know that there is an election coming up, and we're not going to get on either side of who's this and who's that and who are you voting for. It's not going to be about that, because ultimately the things that God has been showing me is that God is in control, and I am going to rest in that and have peace in that this election season in a way that I have never had in the past. I've never got too bent out of shape about politics. However, I know that the world can. So I thought I would just share with you really fast. And it will be a short episode. It will not be as short as the Sacred Moments episodes. But I digress. Not everyone we encounter will like us. And often the reason for that is simply because of who we belong to. Jesus told us that we would be hated for His name's sake. But rather than be discouraged about that, we are called to embrace the hate and respond with love. I'm not saying that that's easy. I'm not saying that that is a task that will even come naturally in any shape, way, or form unless we are resting in Him. We have to trust in Him and allow Him to work through us to rise above our human limitations, and we have to rest in His unfailing protections. Furthermore, when I was doing my daily reflections today, I read Psalm 37:4, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." He directed me to some other Psalms this morning as well. So I'm going to just read all of those for you. It's going to be Psalms 37:4, Psalm 37:7, and Psalm 37:23 and 24. So take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret. It leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in Him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with His hand. So as I was praying this morning, God put all of that on my heart, and then as I was recording some podcast episodes today, He told me that I needed to share that with all of you. I think there's a lot to unpack here, and I think that there is the line that can be drawn. We have to remember that, yes, as Christians, we do have enemies, not just one. It's definitely plural. We do have people who would like to see harm come to us. We definitely have people who side with us. I can't think of my words. It's another reason I use a script. In reading the part about that we shouldn't fret and that we need to turn away from anger and wrath because it only leads to evil. I don't know about you, my friend, but I know I have seen that, especially when people sit behind the comfort of their keyboard. People can say things, type things, do things that they would not necessarily do when they're faced with a person. Although I must say, in our digital age, it has definitely gotten worse. And I believe that after 2020, people have definitely gotten more in your face about things. But I am glad that I serve the King of the universe. And so I take delight in the Lord. And I don't even care if he gives me the desires of my heart. I just want the desires of his heart. Walking out this podcast has been a long road to get to. He has definitely shown me, even in the few days that I've been doing it, that I needed this time with him. And then I wanted to portray that to and with you, because I would like for you to come along on the journey with me. I can also tie this to marriage in that we have to take delight in the Lord first, and then we can definitely look for delight in our spouse. And all the things that I just said about politics can relate to marriage as well. So when we are faced with something that may make us fret or angry, we need to turn away from that because it only leads to wickedness and evil. And we don't want to be the evil people. We want to make sure that we are portraying Christ the best way that we can. So again, I will say, take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Psalms 37:4. He's so good. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this little chat.